Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the solution of problem number 7 from the chapter Systems of Equation in Real World Problem. So in the question, you can see that they have asked us to find the nature of the roots of x square minus 3 equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation as we discussed in our previous video, and then they told us to solve it. Okay. Now, we already learned the general method of solving the quadratic equation, so we don't have any problem with this solve it part, right? We can easily do the solution. But what about finding the nature of the roots? For that, what we need to do? Before we need to go through something. Okay, so as you can see, um, let me write the equation for that we learned in the previous video, that if the general equation is like this, okay, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, if this is our quadratic equation, then our roots will be x equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now the part that is within the root over, that is b square minus 4ac, the value of this one, then depending on that we can make some comment about the nature of the roots. For example, you can see here that if I forgot to mention that this b square minus 4ac, this part is called the discriminant of the equation. Okay, so remember, this is called the discriminant of the equation, this equation. So if b square minus 4ac, if you replace the value of b, a and c here and find that the value of it becomes 0, then we can say that the roots are real, equal, and the value of the roots will be minus b by 2a. Now some of you might have confusion that what is the meaning of roots. Okay, so whenever we have a quadratic equation and we solve it, we get some value of x, right? For example, maybe the value of x we are getting 2 and 5. This is for example. So these two are called the roots of that quadratic equation from which we got this value of x. Okay, I hope it is clear. So if b square minus 4ac it is equal to 0, then we will say that the roots are real, equal, and both the root will be they can be calculated using this equation, that x equal to minus b by 2a. Okay, and if b square minus 4ac, the value of it becomes greater than 0 and it is a perfect square. Perfect square means the perfect square number, like 1. It is a perfect square because 1 is the square of 1. Then 4, it is the square of 2. Then 9, 16, 25. Okay, they are the square of 3, square of 4, square of 5, right? So these are the perfect square numbers. So if our value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and any one of these number, it can continue like the square of 6 is 36, 49, like that, any square number, then we will say that the roots are real, unequal, and rational. Okay, next, if it is greater than 0 but not a perfect square, then the real and unequal, that part will be same, but rational will become now irrational. Okay, so we will say that it is real, unequal, and irrational. And if b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then we will say that there is no real root of the equation. Till now, in every case, we said that it will be real, it will be real, it will be real. But whenever there will be negative, less than 0 means the value of b square minus 4ac will be negative. So then no real root of the equation. Why it is like this? Because this part is within the root over, right? So inside the root over, if you put any negative value in your calculator, you can write it, it will show you math error or syntax error. Okay, depending on the calculator, they will show any one of these two. Either they will show math error or syntax error. Okay, so now let us try to solve our question number 7. Okay, so the equation that is given, you can see that it is x square minus 3 equal to 0. But we know that our equation needs to be in this format, right? X square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So if I want to rewrite this equation in this format, can I write it in this way? X square minus there should be a term of x, right? X to the power 1, but there is no term of x to the power 1, so we can write 0x, right? Then minus 3. Oh, we can write actually plus 0 or minus 0, it doesn't matter. So equal to 0. Now we can compare this equation with this one. We will write comparing. Let's say this is equation number 1. Equation 1. It's x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. As we are mentioning this here, we will not mention it here anymore. Okay. Okay. We get, if we compare what we get, see the coefficient of x square is a here, so coefficient of x square here it is 1, so a will be equal to 1, b will be, coefficient of x is b, so here the coefficient of x is 0, so b is 0, and c is equal to, you can automatically understand that it will be minus 3. So to get the nature of the root, we must know the value of b square minus 4ac, correct? So b here is 0, so 0 square minus 4 into a is 1 into c is minus 3. So it will give us 0, then minus minus it will become plus, and 4 3s are 12. 0 plus 12, it gives us 12 only. So that is the third case, right? If you check that b square minus 4ac, it is greater than 0. Yes, 12, it is greater than 0. And we know that it is not a perfect square, right? Now, we can write as b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and not a perfect square, then we will write the roots are real, unequal, and irrational. Roots are real, well, and irrational. Okay, so we are done about finding the nature of the root. So now we need to solve the equation. So I have already written the general method of solving it, so I will just continue from here. X equal to, we will just replace the values. B is 0, so minus 0 plus minus, where 0 square minus, oh actually in this part we don't need to replace the value anymore, because b square minus 4ac, I already found out the value of it as 12, right? B square minus 4ac is 12, so we will directly put the value, root over 12 divided by 2 into a is 1. Okay. So x will be equal to plus minus root over 12. If you write it in the calculator, it will show you 2 root 3. Okay, and minus 0, it doesn't have any value. So 2 ones are 2. So 2 and 2, they will get cancelled, and hence we will get the value of x as plus minus root 3. So that is our solution and the answer of question number 7. I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, kindly let me know. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.